your host, Matrix Lord 2, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
What's up, Matt Rose?
Good morning or afternoon or where you people all are. Hello, hello.
All right, so the Timeless Children scored a rating of 4.69 million viewers.
Ooh.
Viewers, and pretty low. Very low, right, Matt Rose?
Yes, because from what I've read, it says it was the 30th most watched program that week in England.
Right, and it was like one of the lowest ratings in like Doctor Who history, right? I heard for a finale.
Another one that got 3 points something.
Apparently, it's been the lowest since 2005.
Wow,
Damn.
that is bad, people.
Yeah.
Really bad. And I started seeing people on Twitter, and it just amazes me how, like, if you don't like the episode, people brand you as a hater.
Yeah.
And you just don't like the direction of Doctor Who. It doesn't mean you hate the show.
It has nothing to do with the direction of the show, people. It has all to do with the episode that sucks balls.
Right, and it's been sucking lately. And now you just totally destroyed canon. So, you know, and the factions are split more. The Whovians all over the place.
Yeah, but as we said on a previous call, I have seen more people, and Philip will agree, we have seen more people being positive about the change than negative.
How could that be more positive? I don't see that.
No,
I didn't see more people about that at all. That's not what I see. That is not true at all.
All I see on my Twitter is each day is we're grateful that the finale happened. This is fantastic. Can't wait for Series 13. It's like people.
I don't know who's on your Twitter, but or who you follow, but majority I see is all negative towards the finale.
That's on the hashtag for Doctor Who I follow each morning.
No, it's not. I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about a stupid hashtag. I'm talking about.
No, we're not. No. Oh, we're not talking about that again. I watched that stream.
No. I'm talking about. There's a huge. It's probably over half that hated it. Way over half that hated it. So I don't know where you're getting your information from, but I've been watching this for days. Scott's been watching it for days. Vaughn,
yeah, all I've seen is,
and all we see is see is people hate what happened, and the amount of letters that's gone to the BBC has magnified to where BBC is making multiple statements. What?
Well, it's funny because I must have found the light side of Twitter, and you all found the dark side.
No, that's not the hold on. That's not the dark side that doesn't like the episode. It's a different opinion.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm just using it as like that. For the light side, I call it for the positive.
I would think your side is the dark side because you like it. No, I mean, it's just you don't care about the story of Doctor Who, but okay. No, I'm just kidding. All I know is
see the next series. That's all I'm excited for.
If you get another series,
yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen. Like the Timeless Children, you're not going to even have episodes. I don't know. Or companions. You might not even have companions.
Now, who told you that? As far as I knew, apparently it's only Yaz that's staying.
Okay. Our wires are getting crossed.
As far as I knew.
Maybe it's because you haven't been on for a couple of days. I don't know, but
as far as I heard, and it's the most that's doing the rounds, is that Graham and Ryan are leaving and Yaz will be staying.
That's what it was a while ago until she got signed with the MCU.
Wait, back up. When did she get signed for the MCU?
What do you mean?
Because you just said that Mandate's was...
Where have you been? Where have you been, though?
What?
Probably last on Gallifrey.
I mean, we've talked... Scott, didn't we talk about this, like, on the last cast? I don't know, man. I don't know what you felt about it.
Ever since this came up, anytime...
I don't know.
Then I apologize, but I did not know that she's been signed for MCU.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if this is the case, but if anything, she might have might have been signed for Ms. Marvel when that finally comes out.
Something like towards the effect of
that's my presumption.
She's probably going with the MCU. Why would you turn that down? First of all.
Yeah, I mean, look at Karen Gillan.
Cash cow.
I mean, look at Karen Gillan, first modern companion in, and next thing you know, look where she is, big star.
Or even, John Lewis Coleman wasn't Captain America.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Dating.
first featured, not smallish part where you don't see her again.
Well, she had a small part, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I saw that they put Sasha Dhawan's master in the faceless ones, and I think that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Because you're forcing the classic Doctor Who fans to embrace the new Who, and I don't think that's right. You're altering.
Can I just say, I was reading about that this afternoon. Rob Ritchie, who was in charge of that, he purposely put him in after he put Roger Delgado in.
I don't know why he would do that.
Because remember, in the story, the Master had lived through the 20th century. That's why.
But the whole point is that when that was okay. See, the thing I don't like about doing shit like that is that wasn't anywhere near anything talking about that. Even though we know, I can't even say the friggin' damn word. That I think that's wrong for force feeding that stuff in there. I want to see the classic episode as it was, not with bullshit in there. And if I'm going to see some bullshit in there, I'm not going to get it.
Can I just ask you then? Would you have accepted the wanted poster if it was just Delgado and not Dhawan?
I want the poster. First of all, I wouldn't want to see that in there. No, because that's you talk. No, I wouldn't. No.
Okay, just checking.
Why are we on the wrong wavelength tonight? It's so weird. Something wrong?
No, I'm just checking. That's all, just to see what was wrong with a poster. That's all.
Because you're talking about the episode where he wasn't established until the third Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's also an Easter egg because there is a book where Delgado's version meets second. That's for fans of that book.
I don't believe any of that stuff unless it happened in the Doctor episodes.
Well, ask Rob Ritchie. He's the one who put it in there.
I think that's a bad move because I think
he's in charge of the animation right now. So if he likes the idea, he'll put it in there.
So now they're going to get us not to buy the animation. Yeah.
Well,
at the sales things are in the toilet as it is. So now you're throwing like shitty logos and you're throwing stuff from New Who.
Hey! Well, one of the past Troughton episodes apparently has the Bad Wolf film that was animated.
And that's dumb. That's got that in there. Why would that be in there?
I don't know. They just put these as Easter eggs.
Why would that make it? But that's nobody cares. But nobody. That's not an Easter egg. That's pissing people off that don't want the classic stuff altered. Like, that's not an Easter egg. That's not fan service. There's a lot of people that from Classic Who that don't want to see that shit in. Look at when they started altering Star Wars and Empire and Jedi. Because George wanted it to fit with what he wanted originally. But they're putting all this stuff in there, and like people don't want to see that. They want to see the classic. They want to see the original. So now I'm not going to get the faceless ones because they altered it to throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want the show to collapse completely, or do you want it like if I want to buy the faceless ones as it was? All right, it's animation, but why do you got to throw that shit in there? I don't like that. I mean, I love Sasha Dhawan's master. Don't get me wrong, but I think that's wrong.
Well, yeah, to say that there was two masters existing in the same time zone.
It's dumb because you could say that of everything. You could say that Peter Capaldi and Missy were on Earth for 1,000 years because she was imprisonment. And she was on Earth the same time as Roger Delgado and friggin' all of them. It doesn't make any sense. That's like going back to the episode with Clara trying to find the Doctor, and she sees a freaking hundreds of blips in all these different time periods from 1700 to whatever, because the Doctor's constantly landing and they're different Doctors in different time periods. I don't want to see that. I want to see, look, when you are releasing Classic Who, you release Classic Who the way it was. You don't change it and try to be cute and put people in there, because now the people that are not watching Jodie's Doctor Who I'm going to be like, who the hell is that? And they're not going to like that. And then you're going to have sales in the toilet not high because people are forced to get that.
Yes.
So now there's no other version other than that in there. So now I'm not buying it totally. And I'm not going to buy any. If they're going to do any of that, I'm not buying any of it.
As far as what I look, the Faceless one doesn't have any behind-the-scenes stuff, so they're probably going to redo it with a special edition again.
Well, all I know is I just don't think that's right. But, you know, they think that's going to get them sales. Okay. It's not. All right, so
the only thing you can do is pull in the new fans to the original series. That's the only thing it can do.
Oh, that's it. That's for people that have never seen classics. It's just trying to pull them in. That's why they're doing it.
That's not pulling them in. That's not people that complain about the way it is lately, and they know that they hate that. They put it in there. How is that pulling them in? They know that people hate that, but they know they hate it. Why would you put that in there? If they fucking see the views and the ratings and people constantly tweeting about it and hating it, and they just want to buy their fucking classic Who, now you're shoving it in their face. They don't want that. I don't know where you would get that from, where people would want to see that.
Yes.
All right. This is not going the way I planned. We're going to get out of here. Everybody stay off air. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.